talking to you, or they're trying to blame you for something that you did, and your children left your house functional, and they went off and they bought them houses, and they've had success in the world. You tell your kids to kiss your behind and don't let them come back around, block them, cut them off, do whatever you got to do, but don't ever have nothing else to do with them until they apologize to you. Because you were not wrong. I watched a man on YouTube, a very successful rock and roll musician. And he said that he left his house. This man's in his 70s. He left his daddy's house. He didn't talk to his daddy for 5 years. Because his daddy was a very successful executive at a construction company. And he wanted his son to not marry a particular woman and to go the route of education. And he takes his success that he had in rock and roll, because he's highly successful, and he was successful very young. He takes his success as a validation that his daddy was wrong for wanting him to make sure he married the right woman and to get an education. And he said that his daddy, after he was a success, came to him and got on his knees and apologized to him because he wasn't talking to him. This rock and roll star wasn't talking to his daddy, and his daddy said, "Whatever I did, I'm sorry." And he told that like his daddy owed him an apology, and his daddy was wrong for apologizing to him. Let me tell you something. You're not wrong for wanting your kids to marry right and to get an education. No matter if they do have a talent that might make them a rock and roll star. If I told you who the man was, you would even question if the man was even a success. But he's been a success in the world. And he told that like he was proud that his daddy got down and apologized to him. He would have been ashamed to even say that he didn't talk to his daddy for 5 years because his daddy wanted him to get an education and not marry a certain woman. That's what your daddy's supposed to do. Your daddy's not supposed to tell you to go marry who you want to, go try to be a rock and roll star. You know how many people don't become rock and roll stars and try that wants to be a rock and roll star? The man told that like he was proud. My children are not coming back around me. And don't let yours come back around you. Let them go live their life. I talked to somebody this morning. I've been in a heated discussion this morning, even an argument with somebody. And I told them this, and I'm fixing to use bad language. I talked to a man that's in his 80s about a month ago. And he told me his daddy, this is the bad language, he said, "My daddy busted my ass every day, and I deserved every whipping I got." Completely different attitude to what we have out of this bunch today. And this is the sorriest, lowest down generation of people that we've ever had. I'm not apologizing for doing what I was supposed to do, and I encourage y'all not to do it. This generation of people is the same generation of people that wanted to defund the police. This is the same generation of people that's got, and we seen it a couple of years ago, people were going into stores and the shop owner, they'd go in the store to rob the store. The shop owner would shoot the thief, and the thief's family would complain about the shop owner shooting their family member that went in there to rob the place. Quit apologizing to these brats. I don't care if they're 30 or 40 years old. They've got the easiest life that they've ever had, any generation's ever had to come through this country. If you got your kids up and you took care of them and they left your house able to prosper, you did your job. I know a fella, his daddy died when he was 6 years of age, and his mama told him, I just want to be your friend. And he spent his teenage years in juvenile detention centers, and he was beat down to the point that he had a stroke and was in a wheelchair for, I think, a couple of years. Because he was in a juvenile detention center because his daddy wasn't around